Okay, so I am in process of making my second duvet cover now for the cabin, and I had a couple questions, so I thought I would just do a video on how I'm doing it. First, you can piece together whatever it is you want to piece, just like a quilt top. And then I take an old sheet that I had and I loosely quilted it on. You could get as intricate and detailed as you want, but of course, me being me, I'm like, one stitch? No, I just did, I just followed a few lines to hold it together, so when I watch it, it won't fall apart. And then I bought a pair of fun twin sheets. These are for bunk beds, so they're twin size. And then I take the finished edge of the flat sheet, I cut it off, and then I serge it on to the top of my duvet, and that's where my buttons will go. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will get back to you. Okay, so I'm back, and I have now neatly serged this edge on. I love my serger. Isn't that pretty? It's so nice. Okay, and then after I do that, I fold that up, and then I get my flat sheet, I put right sides together, and then I match the other, this would be the end of the flat sheet. Now it's a nice finished edge, so I don't have to make one, so I'm just being lazy. And I match that up, so this on top of this, and then I loosely pin basted it together. I didn't put too many, I just didn't want it to shift so much. And then I will serge the sides and the bottom, but I will leave this top part open. I will go do that and come back. Okay, so now I have sewn, I've serged actually all three edges, so the sides and the bottom, and then I left this top part open, right? And this is where you're gonna stuff your comforter in and put your buttons, if you're gonna do buttons. And so what you wanna do next is you wanna sew in slightly. I left myself a 28-inch gap right here. So this will be from here to, where's my other line? Here is 28 inches, and this is where I will put my buttons. I'll put 3 buttons, and I'll have enough room to stuff my comforter in. I know what comforters I'm using, so I know that works. So what I do next is I sew along this line and then come up towards the opening. And I want to sew right along this edge so that when I flip it inside out, you have a nice clean edge. So you just kind of feel along, and you can feel the ridge, and that's where I put my line. This was an accident, don't pay any attention to that. And then come up and sew. So I will do that, and you'll see it'll make sense once you see it turn inside out. Okay, so I've serged around all of the sides and I have sewn those little notches out on each corner, and so all that's left now is to put the buttons in. This is what it looks like, and this is why I had you sew that little part right on where this meets the sheet edge, so it lies really nice and flat when you button it down. So all I have to do now is add I'm going to do 2 buttons and 2 buttonholes, and then stuff it with my comforter and then button it shut, and boom, done. So here's one duvet that I made, and then here's the other one that I made. Kind of wanted them to match but not be perfect. I have 2 more to go as I'm making them for my bunk beds up at the cabin. So, hey, there you go. That's how I make a duvet cover. Hope you enjoy. Bye.